I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Yes.
Cowabunga, baby.
Fuck!
Out of these gates. We've got a better chance of survival if we work together.
Welcome to Phone Ready Leads and Sandler Training, the CALLISEUM.
Oh!
Oh, Dan, the Warrior Bigelow in the house.
Let's get some cold calls going.
Pick up the phone and start dialing.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Okay, you go first. Oh my.
By the way, before we get started, how does my beard look?
Looks good.
Thanks. I just need one compliment before we get our butts kicked today.
You look cool.
You look cool. You start us out.
Dude, I just said you go first. Fine, I'll start. All right.
We need to hear. We need to feel that energy that you just came out with on the phones, dude. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. All right.
Any themes we would like to focus on today, Mr. Warrior?
The theme is conviction, confidence, clarity, convenience, consistency.
Dude, you can't just name everything. We got to choose one thing. You know that.
Clairvoyance.
The viewers can't handle that many things. It's going to be a one-call close. I can feel it.
How's my ringer, Jake?
Hello, we are not available now.
Sounds really good, actually. Thanks
Oh,
for
cool.
asking.
Thanks, I needed to hear that.
Once you click the start button on your screen, your dial session will begin.
You have got to turn your fan off, bro.
Dude, my fan is off. Okay, I lied. I lied.
The person you are trying to reach is unavailable.
Is that better?
Way better.
Yes! That's awesome!
Hi, you reached James Holcomb with National Prospect ID. Please leave me a message and I'll call you.
Seems to be Needs to be tough out there today.
All right, your turn.
Before I start dialing, I have one question for you, Dan.
Yeah, man, what's that?
Have you ever heard the phrase smile and dial?
Is there something you're trying to tell me? Oh, the smiles on the camera. All right.
Let me just tell you that's probably my least favorite phrase in the world. Just kidding. Here I go. How do I look?
Try not to do that.
Thank you for calling
I'm happy.
Electronic Commerce International. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. For customer service, press 1. For sales, press 2. For accounting, press 3. For agent partner program, press 4. For credit cares, press 5. For the operator, press 0 or stay on the line. For the dial
That's so
button-
frustrating. You know that
We're
dial
sorry, there is no one available to take your call. Please record your message after the tone. Press star to discard the recording, or press any digit to end the recording.
I'd like to apologize for my failure to connect.
Record your message and press pound, or press star to
Ah, shucks. Let's dial the next one.
So Jake, there's a phenomenon that some people have where they think out loud, meaning they're just being a constant stream of consciousness. They're not fully aware of the fact that they're thinking out loud. Maybe a chance you might have that.
Sorry, you were breaking up. What was that?
The person at extension 3.
I don't know, Dan, if you were driving through a tunnel or maybe you went over some power lines, but
Guess I better call the next one.
Thank you for calling Lumadent. This call may be recorded for quality and training purposes. Sorry, I could not find that option.
All right, back to you, Jake.
okay, solid dial.
How about you turn that sound device off?
Dude, I have no idea what that noise is. You hear that too?
No.
You hear that weird that's not me, dude.
Dude, that's you, dog. Are you using
might
like
be
a
the
blender, like make a smoothie?
Dude, I think it's the ghost of dials past.
You've reached Nathan Whitaker.
All right, Dan, let's talk lessons learned.
Is not available.
My turn. Dude, the weird noise.
Hi, you've reached Michelle Robinson. I am away from my desk
Are you
right
hearing
now.
my audio when it dials?
Yeah, but now your screen changed. You're kind of scaring us.
Hi, you've reached Sheldon, Acting President of Health Foundation. I'm not at my desk right now, so please leave your...
What? You hear me, Dan?
Hey, John, Dan Bigelow, Sandler. Not sure.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up there.
Sorry, maybe my phone's being weird today. Dan Bigelow, Sandler. Does that name sound familiar?
Not ringing a bell just yet, no.
Okay, wasn't sure if it would. Can I briefly explain why I called, John, and then you let me know if it even makes sense to talk?
Sure.
So I'm a business consultant. I do a lot of training, and I was looking your guys' website up, and I was curious, do you do most of the business development yourself, or do you have a team that's doing that for you?
I've got two partners here.
Okay.
Together.
So kind of all three of you guys are kind of in charge of growing the business?
Correct.
Okay. Well, the reason I was calling is I've done a lot of work in your industry, and some of the owners, when they call me, they tell me things like they're just not getting in front of enough new prospects. Others tell me, they're closing deals, but the sales cycles are taking longer than they'd like. And then lastly, because of competition and kind of the internet, they're kind of discounting more, and they're not making the kind of margins they were in the past. Let me stop there. My guess is you probably don't have any of those challenges, John.
Our business is a bit different than most of our competition in that we provide back-end service of getting people out of their timeshares.
Okay.
So I contract with a lot of what would be my competition as far as processing the back end, the getting people out of their timeshare, the actual legal part of it, where most of the competition in the industry doesn't provide that service. They have to contract with a company like mine. I do have agents here on the phone talking with timeshare owners directly. So in that way, we're similar and have similar problems or issues, or I guess problems isn't the right thing, but yeah.
Yep. Funny way, it's all these bad salespeople. You're helping people to get out of their timeshares.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're breaking up again.
Sorry, God, can you hear me now, John?
I can, yeah.
And anyway, because of these bad salespeople, it's kind of given you your own industry or your own niche to specialize in.
The salespeople at work?
Yeah, or some of these other people that are trying to get out of their timeshares and they don't know how, and maybe they shouldn't have had one in the first place.
Yeah, the stuff we do as far as lining up a new owner or selling it, it can be done by the individual timeshare owner. Most of the people we're helping out are the ones that just don't want to do it themselves, don't want to take the time, energy, or effort to do it themselves.
Makes total sense. Do you mostly sell to the other timeshare companies, or are the individuals like reaching out to you to your website, and like that's kind of where most of your sales are?
Yeah, most of my sales are to individuals.
Okay. Well, maybe throw out an idea here. So most of what I do is we set up simple frameworks of communication and process. So the sales process can be repeatable and predictable. And do you feel like some of your agents on the phone, they can kind of handle the current workload, or they need to go out and kind of drum up some additional business as well?
I'm always looking for more leads, sure.
Okay. And, I'm not sure I can help, but a lot of the companies we work with, that's kind of one of the 3 areas we help them with is how do we just get in front of more people or get more leads? And, besides your website, besides people reaching out to you, what are you guys currently doing to generate leads?
Marketing online, just like everybody else. We typically stay away from television and radio, simply because of the expense. In my opinion, our competitors charge anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 for what we charge. $2,500, and that's because their marketing costs are significantly higher. Just similar reason the prices resorts have to charge for their timeshares are 50% of the sales prices are gone on marketing costs before the person leaves the door. So that's why one reason I don't advertise on the radio and television is the cost, but also the requirement to charge people significantly more. And that's kind of why I've contracted with the other companies who are able to the right word I'm looking for, able to justify their prices. I guess I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it actually does. You have a really cool niche here. So can I make a suggestion, John?
Sure.
So I've got a simple survey that our team of consultants has built, and it's around the idea of getting in front of more people or closing more deals or just being better at scaling the company. And my suggestion would be, I don't know whether or not we'd be a resource, but my suggestion is I send you this survey, and then, you and I carve out maybe 10, 15 minutes sometime next week. We kind of review the results and say, hey, is there any reason to maybe continue this conversation further? And worst case scenario, it would give you more clarity on what you're going to do anyways. Or you decide you like some of the things that we do and you decide you want to talk further. I don't know if it'd be worth risking maybe 10, 15 minutes sometime next week and kind of going through that.
Yeah, I'm happy to take a look at the survey and the email. I don't want to promise the time slot until I see it, I guess.
Yeah, makes total sense. What I could do too is, let's say, let's pick a tentative time, and then if you see the email and you just think it's not even worth 10 minutes, just email me back and we'll cancel it. But if based on what you see on the email you like it, we can hold the meeting and he'll kind of be the judge of deciding it. But I think too, just providing a little bit of clarity. What's the best email for you, John?
It's my name, JOHN, at my website.
So
URL of timeshare.
Got that. And then we're pretty easy going, John, so we won't bug you or call you. What's a tentative time we could plan on? And then if you don't, after filling out the survey, if you decide it's not worth meeting, we'll just cancel the meeting.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and noon Mountain Time would probably be best.
Okay. How about we do?
Only when works for you.
Would 1 o'clock on Wednesday work?
Works for me.
Perfect. I'll send you this survey. If anything doesn't apply, just leave it blank. And then I've got 2. One's for growing sales. The other one's for scaling your business. I'll send you both, and then just fill out what applies. And then look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at 1. And then if for some reason you decide you don't like it, just email me and we'll cancel the meeting.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, John. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Yes! That's awesome!
All right, so debrief, self-reflection. Jake, tell me what you saw, and I'll tell you what I screwed up on. I guess your audio doesn't work, Jake.
You know, technology sometimes is tricky, and that was my bad. I was on mute. I had a really cool speech plan, but I don't even know if I should share it now. What did I see? I saw. So imagine if you see, I don't know if you guys can relate to this or not, but try and picture this in your head, okay? There's a lion in its natural habitat. And you know those really long weeds out in the savannah? I don't know if you guys have ever seen those in a movie or something or a picture. But imagine Dan is the lion crawling with his claws through the weeds. You know what? Never mind. You did awesome, dude.
So that call there wasn't a strong pain point, but we just went for it. We got to a dialogue, we got to a conversation. There just wasn't a strong pain point, but it was worth rolling the dice. And but he's a good example of someone that if they actually did the survey, they would connect the dots on a lot of problems they have, and then show up for the meeting. But so I would say not an ideal set, and there wasn't a lot of pain there. It was pretty weak. So you're up next, Jake.
One thing I did notice that you did really well was just saying, hey, you know, fill it out. If it makes sense to meet, we'll keep the appointment. If there's nothing there, email me and we can cancel. So there's one cool phenomenon that you did there. A lot of SDRs don't necessarily have a survey or something to fall back on. And so potentially a lot of things are falling through the cracks. Whereas if they had that one move, right, maybe it's a 50% chance that it actually goes through. But if you didn't have that, then it would probably be zero chance because you would just give up on it, right? Because he was like, you know, let me look at it first. And it's very similar to getting, hey, send me some info and then I'll decide.
Exactly. A good smoke screen, kind of a nice little put off. But yeah, maybe the counter is like, all right, let's do this. Why don't we just meet anyways? And then if you don't like it, we'll cancel it and we won't twist your arm.
True. My turn.
Dude, the audio not working. It's so painful.
Is my audio being weird?
Yours works, but mine wasn't.
Can you hear the dial tone?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Welcome to our voicemail system. You have...
That was the cell.
Sandler Technology, this is Sean.
Sean, hey, this is Jake Alba with Sandler.
Hi, Jake.
Hey, not sure if my name sounds familiar or not.
No, I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it would. I guess, is it okay if I briefly explain why I'm calling and you can decide whether or not we continue the conversation?
Sure.
Okay. And I'll be brief. We actually work with quite a few clients similar to you. And just to confirm, you guys are the Container Technology Inc., right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pretty cool website. I was just kind of checking some things out, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna reach out to these guys. So when we talk to companies similar to yours, we're hearing a couple of things. When they reach out to me, they're saying, maybe we're not getting in front of enough of the right people. Other things they say are, maybe it's a little bit frustrating that we are getting in front of enough of the right people, but sometimes we're having to discount to kind of keep up with competition right now. I guess I'll pause there. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't suppose either of those are relevant to you, are they, Sean?
No, they're not.
Okay. And maybe I am kind of getting ahead of myself, like I mentioned. Are you the one that's kind of in charge of of doing the business development for the company, or do you have a team that runs that?
I do.
You do? Okay, so you oversee that?
Hmm.
Okay, cool. And I guess with kind of what you're seeing right now at the market, I guess what would you say some headaches for you are off the record?
No, Jen, I appreciate the call. I'm trying to eat a quick lunch. I mean, I took the unsolicited call, but I'm not interested in continuing the conversation.
Okay, I can respect that. Sorry for bugging your lunch. Enjoy.
Not a problem. Thank you much.
Hey, thanks, John. See ya.
Cowbunga, baby.
Shake it off. Shake it off. All right.
That was this.
I'm going to rate myself as that was probably a 2 out of 10. I'll do better on the next call.
That was the sell, Jake.
I should have asked what he was eating, realistically. That would have been the clincher.
Good afternoon, ASAP Security.
Hey, I don't suppose Jessica is still floating around the office today, is she?
This is she.
Jessica, hey, this is Jake Alba.
Jake, what is your last name?
Alba, A-L-B-A, kind of like Jessica Alba.
Okay.
It's actually exactly like Jessica Alba. I'm guessing my name doesn't sound familiar.
No.
Okay, how about Sandler Training?
Sandler Training.
Yeah, Sandler, like Adam Sandler.
Sandler Training.
Yeah, I'm throwing out a few movie references there. I'll stop with that. But I guess, is it okay if I briefly explain why I'm reaching out to you today, and then you can decide whether or not we continue this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be brief. Jessica, we actually work with quite a few security and camera companies. And we're hearing, I guess, a few headaches that they're kind of running into. But before I jump into that, I guess, are you the one that oversees the business development for the company, or do you have a team that does that?
I'm it.
You are? Okay. So I'm talking to the right person. Yeah, so when we talk to these other security companies, we're hearing a few things like, hey, we're a little bit frustrated that maybe we're not getting in front of enough of the right people. The other thing that we hear is we're maybe concerned that we're having to kind of discount a little bit in order to keep up with some of our competition, because there's a lot of it out there. And then the last thing we hear is, it's a little bit hard to find A players right now that are able to help our business grow kind of in the direction we want to go. I guess I'll stop there. I don't suppose any of those are headaches you've dealt with, are they?
Honestly, Jake, I have to call in my payroll very shortly. So can you call me back or send me an email? I can't just be on the phone right now.
Yes. So if you're open to this, I'll shoot you over an email. That email will have a little questionnaire, and that questionnaire will outline how we've helped other security and camera companies like yours. And you can fill that out. And then I guess when would be a good time for me to follow up? I'll send a placeholder on your calendar.
Instead of being so mysterious, can you just tell me what it's about? Like, do you look for financing, or do you look for people to buy your company, or like? Can you?
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be
flat out. Like, I don't like.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to be mysterious there. Maybe I'm just bad at my job. I apologize. So we actually help businesses scale. We help them grow, and we just help your teams to kind of bring in more revenue. That's what we've helped other companies with.
Yeah, I don't think that we're the right fit.
Okay, and is that
my plate right now.
Okay.
We were very short-handed for a very long time, and they're just catching up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I completely understand, and I hope things get better. I'll send that survey just so you can take a peek, because one of the things we do help with is, like I said, helping you guys find A players and grow your business. Maybe that'll be worth a conversation, but I mean, should I send that over for you to take a peek?
Yeah, you can send it over. That's fine.
Okay, and would it be appropriate for me to follow up next week sometime, or should I not do that?
You can. You can follow up. That's fine.
Okay, I'll give you a week. I don't want to give you a bunch of extra homework and stuff to do. So would it be okay if I just reached out next Wednesday?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll just put a placeholder on here so I don't forget, and I'll send you a reminder as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, thanks, and good luck with the payroll people. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks,
Okay,
Jessica.
okay.
Hey, take care. Bye.
Come on, pick up the phone and start dialing.
Dude, I was holding my breath that whole call.
You did great. So there's a little nuance there, riding the line of the social tension of you let her choose, and then she's like, no, you could email. No, it's fine if you follow up. So it's very respectful and nurturing, wasn't pressuring. Probably not a lot there, but maybe she just was maybe not in the right frame of mind because she had to report payroll.
The person at extension 103.
That's true. We all know how stressful getting payroll out can be. And
you may leave a message at the tone. Thank you. I will return.
I'm still curious, though. I wonder what that guy was eating for lunch.
Me too.
It's so awesome, dude.
All right, you're next.
I don't know if anyone here has ever seen the UFC or not, but we're like those fighters when they just keep getting punched in the head, and we're like, oh, I'm not going down. Then we get a miracle knockout in the 5th round with 10 seconds to go.
Thank you for calling
That's
Three
us.
Rivers Bank. This is AJ King. How may I help you?
AJ, hey, this is Jake Alba with Sandler.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not sure if that name sounds familiar.
Say it one more time, please.
Yeah, Jake Alba with Sandler Training.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it does. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. I was going out on a limb there. I wasn't sure if it would. I guess, is it okay if I briefly explain why on earth I'm reaching out to you today, and then you can let me know if it's even worth us having a conversation?
Sure.
Okay. And I'll be brief. AJ, we actually work with quite a few banks and lenders. And the reason I was reaching out today is because I saw that you're in the same industry. No surprise there. And, you know, when we talk to a lot of those similar companies, we're hearing a few similarities across the board. And I'll share a few of those with you. You let me know if any of that's kind of similar to what you're going through or not. You know, the big one is we hear that, you know, the market's kind of changing a little bit. And previously, a lot of leads were coming in. And because of that, everyone was kind of riding the easy train. But since that shifted, it's kind of getting a little bit harder to get in front of the right people since not as many leads are coming in. Another thing that I hear is, you know, we're a little bit concerned with finding kind of the right buyers at this moment, or people that are interested in kind of going after lending. And I guess I'll pause there, AJ, before I get ahead of myself. I guess I'm not sure if you're having similar problems like that in your world, are you?
Well, being a community bank, we do not pay commissions to our residential lenders or our commercial lenders.
Okay.
A lot of the realtors go to commission lenders.
I see.
And we do get our fair share of stuff. I mean, we're still in the top 10 in the county for residential, you know, the amount of loans that are done. So
That's awesome.
you know, there's a credit union that's ahead of us. One big regional bank. Well, there's two big regional banks and a credit union, and then the rest are pretty much mortgage companies.
Okay.
So there's like, you know, so we're down like number 8 or 9 as far as recordings of security instruments.
Sure.
So, but it has changed because, you know, we're doing a lot of refis and construction and, you know, and we get that occasional sale, but yeah, we aren't getting the sale referrals like we have in the past.
Right.
I mean, it has slowed down. There's a fight for them.
And that's exactly why I'm reaching out today. One of the big things, you know, that a lot of the lenders, like I said, have mentioned recently is I think it's important for us to continue to, you know, do a little bit more outbound and search for and hunt for a few more deals, you know, so that we're not just reliant on referrals only.
Right.
I guess I don't suppose it'd be worth you and I maybe booking some time next week, maybe a 10-15 minute call to kind of discuss how we've helped those other lenders to find and continue to grow their business in spite of the changes.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Let me pull up my calendar. If you want to do the same, we'll go ahead and sync something now.
Okay.
All right. What are you looking like for next week? What are some availabilities you have?
Well, you know, maybe Thursday morning. I'm at a conference Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
And Wednesday, coming back from being gone 2 days is going to be brutal.
Yeah. Want to shoot for Friday? Friday morning?
I have a board meeting Friday morning, so it might even be better the week after.
Sure. Let's shoot for that week then, so there's not so much chaos for you.
Tuesday the 21st looks pretty good.
So Tuesday, or that would be Wednesday the 21st. Is that the one you're referencing?
Yeah, Wednesday the 21st. Thursday's pretty open. Friday's wide open.
Okay. So Wednesday I have a few openings, and are you Mountain Time as well?
Yes.
Okay. So I have an 11 a.m. Mountain Time, if that might work, or we could do a 12 p.m. or a 1 p.m. Mountain. Do either of those times work?
11 works the best.
Okay. I'll shoot you over an invite, and on that invite, I'm also going to include a brief questionnaire. And that questionnaire is going to help to identify maybe some other areas that other lenders have maybe found a little bit frustrating or had some headaches with. So if I send that over to you, are you okay with filling that out and sending it back to me before our meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. And what's a good email? The one I have on file here for you is ajking@threeriversbank.com. Is that the best one to send that over to?
Yes, and the 3 is a numeral 3.
Perfect. The number 3. Okay. All right. I'll get that sent over to you. And yeah, I look forward to meeting with you at that time. And I'll send you a couple reminders if that works for the survey, because I know things get busy. You have a crazy week the week before. And so I'll send you a few reminders just to ping you on those as well, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, hey, thanks for your time today. I appreciate the call, and I look forward to connecting on the 21st.
Okay, sounds good, Jake. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, AJ. Talk to you then.
You bet. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a Dan bag lead, Jake. Good job.
Did you guys hear the construction in the background?
Yeah, we can hear that. They said they weren't coming till 4 o'clock. So a couple things you did there that are great, Jake. One is you said that's exactly why we're reaching out. That's a great yes and. So he's telling you about the challenges and what they're doing and the changes, and then just this great pivot. That's why we're reaching out. Love it. But that call illustrated the fact that the purpose of a prospecting call is just to get to a conversation. If there is pain, then we could transition to a meeting. I really like the way you transitioned. Your reason to book the meeting was show you how we've helped other businesses grow, show you what we've done for them. That's just a great transition. So it's not very direct. It's kind of like a third party. And we'll share with you kind of how we've helped other businesses grow and see if any of that's worth the conversation. So nice job. What are your reflections?
I guess the main reflection is sometimes we can feel like we need to have some magic script or magic word or magic saying, right? And all over LinkedIn, you'll see like, hey, I have this solution, do this, and everything magical will happen, right? You'll see unicorns or whatever. But the truth is each call is unique and different. And the purpose is just to get to the truth of what is actually happening in that conversation. And if you can do that, then good things will happen. I'm Jake Albert, this is Sandler Training.
Biggest highlight is you're selling through the construction, which is a sign.
Dude. Construction or destruction, I still cold call. Are you dialing by chance? Are you frozen?
My dialer is glitching out.
Do you want me to continue dialing, bro?
To reach S210 for Garo 213.
How do you figure out phone trees, Dan? That's like your magic power.
You got the next one.
Okay. You don't mind the construction, guys.
Thank you for calling Industrial Logistics.
Hey, not sure if Sheldon is still floating around the office today, is he?
Which Sheldon? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sheldon Bart.
He is actually out of the office. I don't expect him back today. He should be back here first thing in the morning tomorrow, but is there something I can help you with, maybe?
It's nothing urgent. I can always give him a shout tomorrow if that works best.
Yeah. What's your name and number? That way, if he plans on leaving and he hasn't heard from you, he can give you a call.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'd be great. It's Jake Last name is Alba, A-L-B-A. And I'll give you my direct cell. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's 801-694-7632.
Perfect. And can I let him know what this is regarding?
Yep, it's just about growing his business, Sandler Training. And what was your name?
John.
John, awesome. Yeah, if you could pass that on, John, that would be great. And I'll look forward to his call.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jake.
Hey,
I will
thanks.
do that.
Have a good night. Bye.
You as well. Bye.
I think Ryan Reiser might have got mad at us for talking too long, but tell him I'm sorry. Ryan, if you see this, I'm sorry. Hello. That one faked me out, dude. Ooh. This name is gonna be awesome. You guys just wait. Hello? Dan, are you dialing too?
No.
That was weird. It said connected. That guy's name was Wolfgang.
Hi, you reached Jake's cell phone. Please leave me a message and I'll be...
I have an uncle named Wolfgang. Fun fact, look him up, everybody.
Dude, did you just call yourself, Jake?
Yeah, I just called my cell phone. I wanted an extra dial. Stuart, hey, it's Jake Alba Sandler Training.
Sorry, say that again?
Yeah, this is Jake Alba with Sandler Training.
Sandler Training?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Don't know if that either of those names sound familiar.
Neither.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they would or not. I hope I'm not catching you at a bad time, am I?
Yeah, I'm a little bit kind of tied up, so but I got a couple seconds here.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I will be brief. So I guess I'll briefly explain why the heck I'm even reaching out, and then you can let me know whether or not we continue this conversation when you're less busy, okay? So we work with quite a few builders. It sounds like your building is pretty unique. So you have like concrete and logging. That's kind of interesting. I've never seen that before. But we work with a lot of contractors, and so I figured
We're not a contractor. Just to clarify, we're not contractors.
Okay, sorry, you were breaking up a tiny bit. What was that?
We're a material supply company. We're not contractors. We don't build anything. We supply materials.
Oh, okay.
To builders.
Okay, that makes sense. So you guys do more of like the sidings than the timbers, those kind of things, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That makes sense. Yeah, so we work with a lot of similar companies to yours. inconclusively contractors, but also suppliers. Sorry, were you saying something?
No,
Okay.
no. And you do what? Well, what is it you do? Okay, I understand your audience, but what do you do? What does your company do?
Yeah, so I guess the main three things that we do is we help companies, I guess, get in front of the right audience. The second thing that we do is we make sure when they do get in front of the right audience, they're kind of making sure that those deals are going through. And then the last thing is we help them with, I guess, hiring A players and finding people that kind of want to work right now is a big issue. Any of those relevant, I guess, to your world, Stuart?
Not really. No, and we're so niche. I don't think what you're doing is well. But if you want to send us an email at info@everlog.com, kind of explain what you're doing. But yeah, I don't think we can use your service though.
Okay. And there's a probability that I'm just doing a terrible job explaining myself. So if that's the case, I apologize. And I'll shoot you.
If you want to send me an email, I can research it more. But yeah, I don't think we're such a niche company. I don't think there's much to fit there.
Okay, I'll shoot you an email. But what I'll do is I'll send you over a little questionnaire that maybe will help kind of identify a better job at how I did a terrible job explaining myself today. And if there's some relevance, would it be okay for me to follow up with you like next week sometime?
No, I'll follow you. I'll take initiative. You don't need to follow me. I'll look what you got and then I'll take it from there.
Okay, Stuart, I appreciate your time.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bye. Oh,
Hello.
dude. That one hurts.
Quality and training program.
That was the cell.
Cowabunga, baby.
I have a confession. I'm going to be vulnerable with the chat, and my mind blanked out, and I did terrible. I'm sorry.
Dude, hold your fire.
Academy, this is Jeremy.
Jeremy, Dan Bigelow, Sandler.
How's it going?
Good. I don't know if that name sounds familiar at all.
Dan Bigelow?
Yep. Or the company name Sandler.
The training company.
Yep. How'd you know?
Yep. My sales rep mentioned you guys one time, I think.
Wow.
My director of sales.
Okay. Was that recently or like a few years back?
That was maybe a year or two back.
Okay. Well, can I briefly explain the reason why I called, Jeremy, and you let me know if it even makes sense to talk?
Sure.
So I'm the business owner up here in Salt Lake. We're just, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes from Orem. Sounds like you're a little familiar with us. We do a lot of training and consulting. And typically the business owner will reach out to us and tell me things like, we've got a great product. We're just not getting enough, in front of enough of the right people. We're not setting enough appointments. Others tell me, hey, we're booking demos. We're selling deals, but the sales cycles are just taking way too long. And then lastly, they tell me kind of in the current market, it's just very difficult to find the right A players to scale their company. Let me pause there. My guess, Jeremy, is you probably don't have any challenges like that.
Well, we do, but I'm not the one to talk to. The one to talk to is my director of sales. I know he's been, he recently did a training. I'm trying to remember the name of the company. Gravy? Sales Gravy or something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, he would be the one that would, recommend or decide. Which I know they're trying to do more training with the sales group, but he would all the information. So
okay.
You need to talk to him.
And if he wanted to do it, does he have to get that signed off by you, or he's kind of got his own initiatives that he can kind of run it how he wants?
He's got his own initiatives. Yeah, I don't control him at all.
Well, that's a good director to have, Jeremy. What to reach him on?
His number is, let's see here. All right. Oh, actually, there's an easier way to find it. Okay. Okay, here we go. It is 801. Jeremy Wilson, and his name is Clay Giselle.
Okay, perfect. I'll give him a shout out and to see if it's even worth a short conversation.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Jeremy.
Appreciate it.
All right, see you.
Yes.
And that was amazing. That is going to be a sell.
That was a sell. You missed the part where he signed up. So pretty rare. He's like, yes, is that the training company? Cool. It actually kind of worked right there. And a little unfortunate if he just went through a training with another organization just recently. So we should have been cold calling sooner. But rapid fire, let's do thoughts of the day. And then we'll do a little drawing for a headset. So in the chat, type in a lesson learned, a light bulb takeaway. And my thought for today is the magic of just doing the behaviors, but having the right level of conviction. You can do the behavior, but not have conviction and you'll miss. Well, the other idea behind it is you can even follow the process and not have the conviction and you'll miss. The other side of it's true is if you have a lot of confidence, but you don't have the right beats or the best talk tracks, you might misfire a little bit and your calls might be clunky. And so part of the magic here is blending it all together with the art and the science. And we got 2 appointments booked for today. So that's great. So final thoughts is put your lesson learned or a comment in the chat. And we'll put you in a drawing for headset advisors. We got our little wheel going. All right, so we spun the wheel and the winner is James. James, go ahead and send me a message on LinkedIn. And I'll send you a link to get the headset from Headset Advisors. But awesome work, everyone, today. Fun session. Give yourselves a big double thumbs up, and we'll see you next week.
If you're just joining us, feel free to heckle Jake in the chat. One way we can help motivate Jake is to tell him things he does wrong. And if you notice anything cool or something you learn or an insight, type that in the chat. I made a lot of mistakes with that call, Jake, and let me just start off by saying I'm sorry. Okay, you're next.
Well, that's what I thought. I'll make the next call. It's hard for people to have real conversations, right? Because they're not easy. And uncovering what's really going on it takes a lot of skill, right? It takes a lot of effort to do from a salesperson, you know. That perspective is tricky, and that's why a lot of people give up so easily.